Hi, I'm Georgina Hayfron, and I'm here as part of We Are Social's Black Perspectives series. I am a run coach with Adidas. I also lead trail runs and basically encourage our community to get outside and explore nature, explore the city streets, and really connect themselves to running. What motivates you to keep running? That answer changes all the time. I think the main motivation for me, though, is the community. Being surrounded by people in the run club, in the run community, or even just through life and going through the city and seeing people, being active outside, that kind of motivates me to keep continuing, keep growing, and keep developing, because it's easier with other people rather than alone. I appreciate that for me, running is a way to relieve stress and help my mindset and help my mental well-being. And not necessarily that I'm doing this all the time, but having a plan and a structure in place allows me to just put everything to one side, focus on the run that's before me, and enjoy it for what it is. Tell us about the running communities you are involved in. So I'm part of Adidas Running, and we are a global run club. So we have run clubs in London, in Tokyo, in LA, all over the world. That's what I love about it. It's not just you, it's not just an individual sport. You're instantly taken outside of yourself, looking at growing the community to even bigger and better heights. I'm also part of BTR, which is Black Trail Runners, and their mission is to increase and improve the diversity of black trail races or trail races around the UK. So there are very few minority ethnic groups at the start line of these races, and Black Trail Runners aims to just bridge that gap by hosting social runs, by hosting educational pieces and talks, and giving opportunities for people who wouldn't necessarily try a trail run. And I think that's wonderful. What does representation in running mean to you? It means so much. There's always this sort of hidden barrier that we can sort of put ourselves in, where if we don't see ourselves in a space, we instantly think it's not for us, or I'm not meant to be there. Even though that might not necessarily be the case, but in your sort of moves and your actions and your behavior, it's kind of telling. And to be seen in someone, to be seen in a group or an area, that is like an unspoken invite, welcoming you into that space. That, let's be real, that's hard to do without, especially if you're trying something new for the first time. So it allows you to have that safe space and allows you to show up as your true, authentic self, and gives you that kind of invite to grow and progress further. Have you faced any challenges entering the creator landscape? Yes. One of the many challenges I think myself and other creators might face is this imposter syndrome, where you often feel that, am I meant to be here? Do I have the credentials? Why? How did I let things get this far? It goes back into being your true authentic self and understanding who you are, what you have to give, what you have to offer. And people aren't looking for clones. People are looking for individuals to connect with, people that they understand on a similar level. And oftentimes you have to remind yourself that this is you and you're not here to imitate others. You're here to be yourself. So yeah, imposter syndrome can be hard, but it it allows you to create a good habit of recognizing who you are, checking in with your values, and emphasizing that as you move forward. How can creators and coaches make the most of their digital footprint? I think first of all, you want to understand that people are following you as the individual. Stay true to yourself and your values, and understand what your community needs and help them grow. And also use your digital footprint to inspire, to be playful, to make your online presence and your offline presence fun and welcoming. And sometimes I think people take life a bit too seriously. Be jokey, understand, learn, grow. I mean, there's a time and place depending on where society is as a whole. Creating a safe space online as well as offline is important. What has been your career highlight so far? The first was I was invited to host Adidas Runners Week at the Adidas HQ in Germany, and that was a crazy experience. It was a week talking with the global community, so coaches and captains from all over the world, and also some of the Adidas athletes as well, and hosting interviews with them, learning and seeing what we can take to our community to help them become better athletes and better runners. It was a beautiful experience to just be taken outside of your individual self and share that space with hundreds of people from all over the world. That's all my thing, really. I think even though running is individual, you share it with so many people and there's so much more to learn. And also becoming a coach within my community is my second highlight, because I just joined as a novice, as somebody new to running, but I stayed and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed meeting people and the new confidence that I found, being able to give other runners that opportunity to figure themselves out, grow, take up space and learn from each other. I think it's wonderful. How can sports brands effectively support the Black community beyond performative allyship? We all hope at this point that you are against racism. So having that as your ongoing backup is becoming a little bit tiring. By all means, post it and say it and speak it. But what we really want to see is action. And what are you actually implementing? What policies have you implemented that back up the change that you would like to see, and having those in place and saying them out loud so that everybody knows is important. Because even if it isn't the greatest policy in the world, it's a talking point. It's a starting point for discussion, but we can't speak on something that we don't know anything about. So having something set in place that you follow, that everyone else follows, I think is truly important. Sometimes I think people will see it externally, as what we're going to do to others should they display this. But sometimes you need to fix your own home first and look around you. Who is in the meeting room? Who's making the decisions? What does your team look like? And oftentimes there's your answer. You see campaigns get so far and you often wondered, how did it make it to print? If it's racially insensitive. And it starts because the people in the room making the decisions weren't aligned. So fix your home first and have those policies in place and stay true to them. So what's next in store for you? So I am still running in the field and enjoying nature and exploring the British countryside and more of the British landscape in our trail runs, and trying to get the community out there to explore it. And I'm also trying to introduce hikes because I feel there's still quite a few people who are put off by the fact of running. Every time I hear people saying, just running is not for me, and that's fine. Show up as you are, and now we'll take it down a notch and do hikes. So hiking can be intensive too, but we'll do some lovely walks around the countryside and get people out in nature. If you could have one wish come true, what would it be? Injury-free forever, please. Injuries aren't fun, and it gives you a point to realize just how much running and being active means to me. Otherwise my head gets racing. So if everyone could be injury-free forever, that'd be fantastic. And we can really see and test what we're made of then.